Welcome to Midnight True Tales, where true stories are stranger than fiction. Turn off the lights, and now, let's begin. I was babysitting my niece while staying at my brother's house. She was still a baby, just beginning to sleep through the night. They had one of those baby monitors with a small screen that showed her crib. At the time, it felt comforting. It was late. The house was quiet, the kind of quiet where every sound feels louder than it should. I was sitting on the couch studying, my eyes getting heavy when I heard something that made my stomach drop. A whisper. At first, I tried to explain it away, maybe interference. Maybe the monitor picking up noises from somewhere else. But then it happened again, clear enough that I knew it wasn't static. I leaned forward and looked at the screen. My niece was laying in her crib, and near her, there was something else. A dark shape stood just inside the frame. It wasn't solid. It didn't have clear edges. It looked more like a shadow that didn't belong to anything. My breath caught in my throat. I stared at the screen, trying to make sense of what I was seeing, when the whispering grew louder, like it wanted my attention. Every instinct told me something was wrong. I rushed down the hallway and turned on the light in her room. I checked behind the door, inside the closet, every corner. There was nothing there. I picked my niece up and held her close, my hands shaking as I tried to steady my breathing. When I went back to the monitor, the shadow was gone, like it had never been there at all. When my brother came home, I told him what I have saw. He didn't interrupt it. He didn't question me. Instead, he pulled me aside and admitted something that made my skin crawl. He had seen it too. The same shadow, the same whispering. After that, I started noticing things, not the shadow itself, but my niece's behavior. Sometimes she would babble softly toward empty corners of the room, smiling like someone was responding. Other times, she would reach her hands out towards the darkness near her crib, laughing quietly. And sometimes she would stop completely. She would stare at one spot in the room, listening as if something was speaking to her. When she started learning to talk, she mentioned her friend, her special friend. She said he lived in the house. She said he liked the room. We told ourselves it was normal. Kids have imaginary friends. But this one never went away. When my brother and his family finally moved, my niece became inconsolable. She cried for days, not because she was leaving her toys, not because she was leaving the house, but because she was leaving him. Her mother tried to comfort her and told her she would bring her friend along. My niece shook her head. She said he couldn't leave the house. We have never told her what we saw on that baby monitor, and she has never described the shadow. But the way she spoke about him, it felt like she understood exactly what he was. And even now, years later, I still think about that night, about the whispering, about the shadow standing near the crib. And I wonder if it's still there, watching and waiting. And that's it, the end of our story. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed tonight's story, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. We upload every Monday and Thursday. Until then, stay safe, and I will see you again.